Welcome to Old Crow's Classic Cars. I am Prince of Greece, and I am the owner, as well as the driver, the painter, as well as a janitor guy of Old Crow's Classic Cars. It's a real pleasure to be here. I guess I'd start off with saying that I'm not so good with talking. I'm not so good with speeches and that. But I guess we'd start with a little bit of the introduction about how I started. I've been playing around with mechanics, parts, cars for as long as I can remember. My grandfather taught me a lot of stuff about cars since I was, like I said, since I was born, I guess. I don't know, but for a long time. But the most important thing, time, is not one of them. The most important thing is proof. I mean, there's lots of people out there, and they'll tell you, "Oh, I have 20 or 30 years experience or whatever," and they still do the same mistakes or the same errors, or they're just doing something blindly. Here, I'm not very old, as you can see, but I know what I do. I know how I do it, and I can tell you every single thing there is to one of these cars. I know how every single component works. I know how it was built. I know the weaknesses. I know the flaws. I know where there's room for improvement. There's not one single thing in these cars that I haven't dealt with, and I haven't fixed, and that I don't know how it works. I know how everything works here. But anyways, enough about me. My main line of business here, let me just adjust the camera real quick. I have a real big passion. I'm really passionate about these cars. I don't drive a modern car. This is my car, my Rambler American. I drive her in winter, summer, to work, to everywhere. I really hate modern cars. But I gotta think of what to say. Like I said, I'm not really good at speaking. Right now I have a small business, small but complete. I have everything from plasma cutters, MIG welders, TIG welders, grinders, all top quality tools, materials, and top quality work. I don't do standard work here. It's either above average or lifetime guarantee. Those are the only two types of work I do here. I don't do temporary jobs here. Whether you're a big, a rich person with lots of cars, maybe you're a collector, or if you're an average guy that just likes these cars and wants to have one, one of the first things you need to look for in a business is quality. And most of my jobs here I offer lifetime guarantee, and if not, lifetime support for your car. When you're my client, when you're one of my customers, you're not just getting a job that I made for you. You're not just getting some sort of work that I did for you, your car, and I forget about it. You're getting lifetime support for it. You're getting advice. You're getting top, you're getting top quality service, and for a very reasonable price. I'm not in this for the big money. My main motto, the motto of my company, is classic cars accessible to everyone. I don't I feel that there's no reason for you to spend $30,000, $40,000 on a car. Most if not all restorations sold through me, which is cars that are already finished and that are mine and are for sale. They're under $10,000, and they are completely rust-proof with lifetime guarantee undercoating, and they're all mechanically tested and work fine. Right? Everything has been clean checked. When you come here, you'll get a reliable vehicle. That being said, you might think, how is it possible for me to offer such a low-priced service and while still maintaining very high quality? Well, the answer is that all the jobs here, everything is done by myself or through myself. With various other shops, you have one guy painting, you have another shop doing the upholstery, another shop doing the exhaust. That's often what happens, and that increases the cost dramatically. Whereas here, I do everything myself, and I also, through knowing and working with these cars, I found out various alternatives, and like I said, all the machinery, everything is done from scratch, from raw materials, if you will, as well. And that ensures that costs are very low, as well as my Rambler here, for example. I'm drifting away again. I guess I should show you guys around. Otherwise, I'll just spend forever talking. Currently, I have 5 cars that are work in progress. This is a 1963 Rambler American. I don't have yet much of a big, barn or, sort of a big covered area store and to work in. So everything is still a little bit primitive in terms of my working condition, my environment. However, as I said, all the work done by Old Crow's Classic Cars comes with a guarantee, warranty, a signed legal contract, which ensures that you, as well as myself, aren't cheated. There's a plasma cutter. And finally, (1947) DeSoto. Now, there are a few things that set my business apart from any other business that I've seen, and I'm not saying this because I'm trying to how can I put this? No, I'm not trying to patronize myself. I'm not trying to gain a lot of customers, because that's not what this business is about. Obviously, I want customers. However, I want good customers as well. Through this video, as you can see right now, currently, I'm, how can I put this? You can see I'm not really good with words, but as you can see, this is still pretty much a starting business. Now, if you're one of those very um, annoying, rich guys that are gonna come here, look around, and say this place is ugly, which it is, I know, and you're not gonna leave. You're not gonna bring your business here because of that. Then please don't even come in the first place. Don't waste my time. I know the place is still kind of ugly right now. However, that's not what matters. The way the place looks, the way I work, that is that's my business. It's nothing to do with you. So I do provide pictures. I do provide videos, and like I said, more importantly, a signed guarantee that the work you're getting is going to be good. It's going to last. Especially the undercoat. The undercoating, it's lifetime warranty, like I said. The trim made by me is also a lifetime guarantee. The exhaust is also lifetime guarantee if you get my exhaust. So these things, like I said, there's a contract, and you, and myself as well. I'm here to are there to ensure that you get what you paid for, and I get paid for what I've done. Right? Now, there's a few things that set this business apart from everybody, from other businesses. First of all, is the equality. A lot of businesses around, most of them, they're trying to make quick cash, and they also have to spend a lot of money on workers and things like that. Here, all my jobs, they're quoted per job and not per hour. That's very, very important, because if you're paying somebody by the hour, then you're sort of tied. You're sort of at the person's hand is how fast they are, or if they decide to go slower to find some other inexistent problem. All the prices here, I don't work by hour at all. Everything, all the jobs here are per jobs, which means I give you an estimate, right? And if I can actually look at it, and eventually I'll give you a final price, and that will be an unchanging price for the job that you got quoted on. Another thing is that all the work here is old-fashioned, so that's a huge something very different to other businesses. Most mechanics, most businesses, how they operate is when they find a part that doesn't work, they don't repair it. Even if it is easily repairable, they just buy a new one, because most of the times they don't know how to repair it, or it's not worth it for them to repair it, which is not my case here. And the most important thing for you as a customer, I believe, is the fact that every problem that I find, I show it to you and I explain it to you, and that way you're not in the dark. I know what it feels like to be, at a stranger's hand, in the palm of somebody's hand, somebody that you don't know, and they could easily just make things up for you, invent problems in your car, and there's nothing you can do about it because you don't know how it works. Fortunately here, I know exactly how all these cars work, and I can show you, and you can also feel free to watch the over 100. I have over 100 how-to videos on YouTube showing every single detail of various jobs, including transmissions, fuel gauges, reviews on machinery, engine parts, engine components, electrical systems, and we have over 10,000 minutes. I believe now over 15,000 views. It's not that much, but what I rely on is quality, not quantity, and I give you guys a challenge to anybody out there. Try to find any videos or series as detailed and as complete, as thorough, and high quality as mine. I put that challenge out to you there, and the same is for my cars. Although the place doesn't look like much, I put it to the challenge. Find any cars that are as good as mine for the price that I'm selling them. I just like to challenge you guys on that. What else should I say? Any questions? So anyways, once again, Old Coast Classic Cars, making classic cars accessible to everybody. Thanks for watching.